Are you trying to quit using adult sites and have seen people claiming it helps with social interactions, but you have not yet been able to build up a long enough streak to experience it yourself, and perhaps you're a bit skeptical to all those claims because of that, and you're wondering what is the actual truth here? Well, you're not alone, because we humans tend to be a bit skeptical to things we have not yet experienced ourselves. But I'm here to assure you that yes, it is actually true. And in this video, I'm going to share a story from just one of all the emails I get from a guy who has experienced the social interaction boost that so many people talk about. Now, I promised him to not use his name, but I got to know this guy because he bought my 4-step pawn crushing system a good while back, and so that's why I have his email. And what I can say is that this is a young man in his 20s. And make sure you stay with me to the end here, because his story is really inspiring. Scandinavian Bob here, hi. Yeah, hello everyone. I'm a real voice and person behind this video who has been involved in the porn addiction community for more than a decade and helped hundreds of guys quit. So if this sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing. Okay, so here starts the story. Hi Bob. Giving up porn is indeed one of those things where it's hard to imagine just how different life can be without it. Just recently I went on a field trip with my university, doing group surveys on plants and wildlife. I didn't know anyone else on the trip, and in the past I've always been very shy and withdrawn from social settings and group activities. While I still class myself as an introvert who needs his space and time spent in solitude, I have noticed myself becoming much more social on the occasions where I am in group settings. On this trip there was one woman I met who traveled from the other side of the country, who is doing the same major and primarily studies remotely, similar to myself. We made some good conversations and I felt there was a natural connection between us. Nothing felt forced. At the campsite, when we were setting up tents, I went to the furthest corner, away from everyone else. And funnily enough, she follows me and sets up her tent right next to mine, also away from everyone else. Then for the activities we need to split into 2 groups, I catch her observing what I'm choosing, and she picks the same activities. I also reciprocate and choose to sit opposite her during meal times, where we had some deep chats. In general, I've never had these types of interactions with women before. In the past, when I was addicted to porn, all my interactions with women that I was interested in felt forced, and I was extremely insecure and socially anxious. Plus, I would pedestalize them. During these interactions, I felt I could see her for who she really is. I found myself having more empathy, noticing that she was also more shy and introverted and had her own insecurities, which in the past I would never have picked up on due to porn completely warping my view of women. In the end, I asked for her contact details, which she gave, so we hopefully be in contact in the future. She lives up in the far north of the country, while I'm 20 hours drive further south. I'm not really interested in doing anything long distance, but regardless, I felt this was a breakthrough for me, given past experiences, and goes a long way to boost my confidence in such matters. I also met some other cool people, including a truck driver who drives massive road trains all across the country and is studying to change careers, wanting to get into a similar role to me down the track. In the past, I would never have been open to forming these types of connections. The journey of quitting porn is by no means easy, and when you feel trapped by the darkness of the PMO cycle, it can seem as if this dark night will never end. But we will do well to remember that even though the night may seem dark, it is still just night and morning is right around the corner. I thought I would share this recent experience with you. I've recently been facing some personal challenges with family and uncertainties with living situation. But career-wise and with interpersonal relationships, I'm doing far better than before. It's now been almost 6 months since my last relapse to porn, and life is continuing to improve on many fronts despite renewed challenges. Thanks for all that you do. Keep shining a light on the true nature of the dopamine industrial complex. Best regards, unquote. And of course there he says his name, which I'm not going to mention. But if you yourself would like to experience things like that, but relapses keep you from building long enough streaks, then make sure to download my free quitting porn guide right now so you can start leveling up in life. You can find it under the video and it's 100% free. And also take a look at the video you can see on the screen right here if you just relapsed and want to know if you undid all of your progress. Just take a look right now and you will get your answer there. This is Scandinavian Bob signing out for today. Consider subscribing for more and I'll see you in the next one.